Timing, bro. Welcome back. Matias absolutely ruined the introduction with his preemptive soda crack.
Bro, you had it already opened, so
Yeah, I was already drinking it though.
you can say I was already drinking it too by the time we started.
I got an addition in here. You wanna know what it is? Guess.
Creatine?
No, the fuck. It's non-bodybuilder related.
Oh, non-body. I'm drawing a blank.
Let's just say they have their own version of what I put in this. It's one of our favorite iterations of the Coke.
Lemon?
Lime. Lemon.
Oh.
They have no lemon Coke.
Actually, they did way back, and it was
No.
Pepsi.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not lemon Coke.
Well,
Pepsi's
but
garbage.
there was a time that I was digging Pepsi Max. I don't know, but no, they actually did have when I was. I'm talking when I was like 7.
Mm,
In Argentina, there was a thing called Pepsi Twist, which was Pepsi with lemon, and it was fire.
yeah.
I would still put lemon to the Cokes here and there.
I bet it tastes similar-ish.
Pretty similar.
Speaking of Argentina, how did we feel recently? How do
You
we,
had
how
to go there. You had to go there.
how have we
Now,
been feeling
honestly,
recently?
I mean, things comes to an end. I mean, I think I'm mostly bummed because of one, the World Cup finish. Now it's like, okay, now we have nothing interest to look forward to
Mm,
in the upcoming days. And second, it was a little bit bittersweet because it could be the end of Messi's career. That is probably what hit the most.
yeah, everybody wanted him to have that, huh?
Yeah, and I mean it's just sad because like football as I know it, it's been with
Always
Messi.
been him. Yeah.
Yeah. So now having to look
How old is he?
for he's 39, I believe. Now there are
Yep.
speculations that he could play the next one. Like if you think about it, he was playing the full 90 to 120 minutes being 39, so maybe by like the next World Cup he could play maybe like 30 minutes or maybe like yeah, pretty much half a game. So the first half or the second
I don't
half.
know. I feel
So
like that's one of those sports where you could play for quite some time. I mean, with all the millions of dollars they have to put into their body, like, yes, it's a
yes,
lot, but it's not, nobody's playing football into their, 40s, 50s.
no,
You
but
could bodybuild till then, but
you also gotta think about the. So I'm sure like he could. The matter is like you're competing against people in their 30s or even 20s, which are
of
like
course,
way faster than you.
yeah.
So in that case, you're very limited as to what you can do in a game. So that's why
Which
it's
is
like okay,
crazy to think because that boy moves.
yeah, seriously. But if you look videos when he was younger, he would move and sprint. Right
Yeah,
now, he would get around.
yeah.
Like we've seen, like if it wasn't for the dribbles, he would get around for sure. But anyway, we made it again to the finals. It's not an easy thing, despite whatever people may say. Like, oh, you had an easy turn. And I was like, well, first of all, no one beat Cabo Verde, motherfuckers. No one, not even Spain, was able to beat Cabo Verde.
True.
So there's one. Then we had England. We beat them 2-1.
A lot of people are betting against y'all on that one.
Oh, I know. And I don't know. It's like they blame us and they say like, "Oh, FIFA arranged the weather." It's like, well, there's a post that said it perfectly, and I was laughing. It's like, well, it's not our fault that Uruguay lost
Yeah.
and didn't qualify. It's not our fault that Colombia lost,
Mm,
one of the best country soccer playing countries in America. So it's like, what do we have to do with the with the brackets? Like we didn't do
yeah.
anything. They could have done better, but whatever.
Yeah.
Same with like Portugal. They could have won, and we would have had a Messi versus Ronaldo in a World Cup. That would have been phenomenal.
That
But
would have been
make it.
sick.
Yeah. But anyway, now there are some theories which I know you love conspiracy theories, so we
Oh, I
can.
love a good conspiracy theory.
So there's this law on FIFA rules that is like they're any country that makes any religious or political decree or showing or whatever, there's a penalty for it.
Yeah.
Some people, I don't know if it's like direct elimination from the World Cup or whatever it is. I thought it was for a minute just like a fine, but apparently the penalty is you would like it would have been like you cannot win the World Cup. Like if you win, they would take the cup away from you, and you will
Yeah.
also get suspended for 10 years. So that's two World Cups that you would not be able to play.
Holy shit.
So, what the theory is that, and there's an audio that allegedly could prove it, is that FIFA came to to the AFA, Argentinian Football Association, president, and came is like, and to the players, and like, look, because of what you did with England, of grabbing the flag
Uh-huh.
about the Malvinas or Falkland Islands, that's a political thing. Because of that, either you give up the final and you lose it, you let Spain win, or you will win it, but you will not you will not keep it. Like they will probably take it away from them, and you also will not be able to play the World Cup for the next 10 years.
Damn, dude.
So I don't know. Spain, nothing against them. They played very well. I'm not gonna belittle them whatsoever because they were very, very good. But Argentina was not the Argentina that played against England, that played against Egypt that played against Cabo
Yeah.
Verde. So
Yeah.
it's not like Spain beat Argentina's ass. It's just Argentina also didn't play as they would. Now,
As they should, yeah.
there is the argument of players being a little bit older in Argentina, a lot of them, like, for example, Messi, and also we had one less day of recovery coming from a very intense game against England, so the physical demands were there, so they
Yeah.
were not fully recovered. There's that argument, absolutely valid, but despite the argument, despite the recovery or lack of recovery, I still think they didn't play as they usually do. And of course, then you have the increased aggressiveness from some players, which you see then is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
why would you even do that? Like, for example, the number 5 from Argentina, like 5 minutes in the second half of the game where he came in, he already got a yellow card. Like, in whose mind? So,
Yeah.
and then also the
It's a
referee,
long
kinda like,
game.
it was a long game, and then also the referee was. I don't care what people say. I think it was still biased towards Spain because there's no way. First, they gave a yellow card to Enzo, the one who got the red card. The first yellow card was because he did a gesture with his arm, like saying, like, "Oh, come on," like
Yeah.
that, kind of like protesting. It's like you
So
don't give a
soft.
yellow card for that. You
Yeah,
don't.
no.
He didn't even say like "fuck you" to the referee. And then, out of there was 24 faults on Argentina's side and 21 on our Spain's side, and there's no yellow card, not even as a warning to Spanish people to like, okay, calm down.
Dang.
So there's that. Then there's also a theory: okay, well, Spain never lost with this guy as referee, and Argentina never won with this guy as referee. Then there's an argument about like last World Cup final in Qatar, the ref was from the European Union. So
Yeah.
this time, I mean, it was between an European country and an American country with an European referee. So then this time, European country and an American country in the final. So technically, it should be an American referee, probably one
Yeah.
from Brazil, which Brazilians won't favor us. Brazilian pretty much hate us, a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, but
I have seen
nonetheless,
that actually.
yeah, nonetheless, they still put an European or one from the European Football Association referee. So it's like there's a lot of kind of like red flags in there that will make you raise suspicion. But nonetheless, Spain played very well. You can say they deserve it. So that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it was huge. I mean, I feel like this was the most I've seen people into it here. Maybe just because I'm in this
Oh,
environment.
bro, I was spending hours on threads every day.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Is that the only thing you watch sports wise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually only in the World Cup, so once every 4 years.
Yeah. Which is crazy, bro. Once every 4 years. That's nuts.
Yeah. I think if Argentinians. So the funniest thing is that flag, actually, it's not even a flag, it's a bed sheet that a fan brought. A fan sprayed it in the hotel room
Yeah.
and brought it and threw it to the players for the players to hopefully grab and display.
Yeah.
There's a reel that someone made. Do you know the uh what is that movie from like fuck is that they go on space? It's very very popular. I think it's from Christopher Nolan.
Interstellar.
That one. Thank you. You know the part that he's in the library and seeing
Yeah.
everyone. So there's a scene that they made like as someone in the library seeing what's gonna
No,
happen.
don't do it.
Yeah, it is fucking hilarious. It's like, don't grab that flag, please don't grab it. And it's like, fucking,
Yeah.
But I think like if they wouldn't, I think that was stupid. Yeah, I support the back of the argument. Like, yeah, that Malvinas are Argentinian, absolutely. But I mean, there's a rule against political displays in the fucking World Cup.
There's
like,
a
why-
time and a place.
Yeah, that was not the time nor the place.
Yeah.
We won against England. That's enough. We
You turned yourself off. No, the volume.
fuck. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, no, they shoot themselves in the foot. So I
Yeah.
really believe wholeheartedly that if that wouldn't have happened, we would have won. And also, if we would have, well, the thing is, we were allegedly under threat, but maybe if we would have made it to the penalties, that would have been a different thing.
Yeah.
But making it to penalties without player less, it's tough.
Very, but at least a shot. You know what I mean?
We would have won the penalties for sure. Argentina's goalie is fucking insane, and he
Dude,
wanted.
that has got to be one of the scariest positions in
Oh, yeah.
all of sports.
Yeah.
Is a goalie and PK shootout at the very end, especially at a game like that, dude. I don't know. Those have got to be the strongest, calmest nerves of any human on the planet. Like
There's a lot of
they
videos.
should also be like, for their respected, country or whatever. They should be like fucking Green Beret military for having those kind of nerves, dude. Like that, I would trust that motherfucker in any situation.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of videos from Dibu Martinez, the goalie, that he explains how much therapy plays into his career and training and everything because he was like very anxious, so he needed to.
Oh,
learn
I
to
bet,
calm himself.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
absolutely those times it's fucking nerve wracking for both,
Yeah.
for the goalie and for the kicker. You can kick it out, you can not score, and it's like shit, you could lose it. But yeah, Dibu, like the goalie, was one of the players who said, "Fuck that! I don't give a fuck if they don't let us play for the next 10 years. Let's win this one."
Yeah.
But Messi and another ones were like, no, we're
Yeah.
not gonna do that. But that's what I'm saying. So that's why he put the effort that he did. So I think like if we would have made it to penalties, he would have not let it pass.
Yeah, no. That's something I got to work on quite a bit too. With the nerves is like still something I have to like. I definitely was better about it this second show than I was my first, but like that's another reason too. I want to get to a year where, because again, I'm just trying to do as best as I can. I'm not worried about the minor details. It's I want to get to a year where I can compete like 3 or 4 times, just to really like.
In a year.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because I feel like I it felt brand new after 4 years. I'm probably gonna take another couple of years off this season, and I'm just like, I need to be able to go on a run where I can really be without nerve on, or at least be able to control them on stage. Because I just black out. There's no like being able to think through it, like.
You don't remember.
And I know, no, and like looking back at like photos and footage, it's like I didn't pose badly, but I could pose so much better.
Yeah. You know what though? the only time I got nervous on stage was on the routine.
Oh, I already know I'm gonna have to fucking. I'll tell you what, won't be taking magnesium calm that morning at all. Before I shit myself on the stage.
Actually, what I do is glycine it
Before stage?
in the morning. Yeah, like it may not be like the game changing thing, but it does help a little bit with just
I wasn't
calm
even
down.
having bowel movement problems. It was just
Oh no.
hydration, I guess, and
Oh, bro. Speaking of hydration, did Justin cut your water off drastically or anything?
no,
No.
no. I think the day of and before maybe it was a little bit controlled, but it wasn't cut like at all.
Well, not cut entirely, but
Yeah,
yeah.
no. I mean, there was like my first show. It was like titrated it down, and then fucking I had and then I came
Mm.
to the day before where the water was cut completely, and that whole shebang. It was
I
yeah,
actually do pull water quite hard.
yeah. Do
So
you
it
like completely?
not no, I don't take it out completely, but I have people like having 100
Well, that's
mLs
what I'm saying. I had
per
a
food.
day, an entire day where I had nothing.
Yeah, no, that's wild.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That whole shebang is what I meant.
Yeah, no, no, that's
Obviously, a lot of times you're not going to be, fucking day before, fucking 3 gallons of water loaded up. But like,
no. But there's not people. There's people that is like they probably keep it at like a gallon, maybe two, well, maybe one and a half, something like that.
I'd
And
have
if
to
they
go
do
back and look at
fine,
what mine was. Yeah, 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 yeah. I think it all depends too. Like, do you try to get ready earlier, like extra earlier, or are you more of like I'm trying to hit this right on the money?
ideally I can be like close to the money beforehand. Obviously
Like,
that's
how
what I
long before do you feel?
2 weeks
I'd say that's good. Yep.
because then you can use the last 2 weeks to like maybe feed in a little bit, relax, like
Hmm.
take the foot off the gas, and not get into the show completely drained. But
That's
um,
what we did. Yeah.
that's what I planned to do with my guy that competed this last weekend.
Yeah.
But things through prep happened. His body started fighting us completely. Like
Mm.
his weight was not dropping, and I was keep pulling foot down and down and down, and it's like not fucking dropping. I'm like, what the hell's going on? So in this case, we want to try to look as best as possible on show day. So since we weren't gonna be fully peeled to the bone, it's like, okay, let me see if at least I can, because he was full. I wasn't
Yeah.
afraid of making him look flat. So I'm like, I didn't need him to carb up too crazy or anything. So I'm like, okay, let's just pull water so that at least gives us a little bit of edge, because you're
Hmm.
lean. I can see the lines. I can see the depth in the cuts. You're just not peeled.
Hmm.
So I did, and for the most part, I feel like it's a good edge. Not using diuretics, nothing.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
asparagus, if anything, if you want to count that as a natural
Yeah. Yeah.
diuretic, for what it's worth. And then yeah, I like to give like an extra push of water on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday is like a let me see how he looks, but then after that it's yeah we cut.
Because are you getting pictures pretty often at that point?
Yeah.
I would assume. Yeah.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, now we start, and then it's like 100, 150 mLs per meal, and then 150, 200 mLs between meals, stuff like that. If you use
Hmm.
coffee, then take it off your water. So,
Hmm.
and that point, they become espresso shots. It doesn't become it's not a coffee. It's
Nope.
like you cannot risk that.
No. No. Yeah. Yeah. You'll end up being like, dude, what the fuck's going on? They're like, well, I had 3 cups of coffee. It's like, oh, okay.
You're
Fucking there it
completely
is.
dehydrated, sand mouth, and it's like nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. No.
I did that myself, and I like it. I find it fun. It's a
What
different sort of challenge.
espressos?
No, the pulling water that much.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What? How long was the prep?
For this guy, 12 weeks.
12 weeks.
Because
Solid.
so the timing, it was kind of like tight. So we finish up a cycle. We kind of like cut it somewhat, not short because we did it for a good amount of time, but we cut it a little bit earlier. I was okay. Let's get bloods. Let's make sure we're good because if we want to do a prep, we are gonna have to take stuff. And if there's something we need to fix, I don't want to just continue the push and make it like a 6-month cycle. That is way too much.
Yeah, I'm in the same position with the guy right now.
We cut it early. God bless done. There was things that we needed to address, so that already cut us like 4 to 6 weeks off prep. So then by the time we started, it was 12 weeks. And then he was lean. He got lean. He didn't get as lean. But now we have another show in 4 weeks. Well, 3 weeks and 2 days. So the plan is for that one, since we already had a head start, then we get leaner.
Peeled, yeah.
Ideally.
What did you, what, I know you said you were having to, like, pull food pretty hard. What was, like, the lowest he got his food down to?
Let's say 1900.
That's not bad.
No.
It's not bad at all.
I still kept some carbs, like probably 120, then 40-ish grams of fats, and then 200-something protein.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, so on this guy, this is the problem that you will find with hard work individuals. He was telling me, it's like, just tell me what I gotta do. If we need to do more, I can do more. I'm like, I know you can do more, and that could be the reason. So at the beginning, when the body started fighting us, and I kept lowering the food for like 1 week, still no progress, still no trend down. Then another week, still no trend. Okay, let me try something. Don't do any cardio at all, and do this high day for 2 days. We do that, weight drops. I'm like, well, no shit.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, and this is the guy that with the mod C that I told you a while ago. That the mod C was kind of like masking, so he's like, I can keep pushing. We took it as like, I'm trying. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to a point that, like, I remember the day that I was texted him and was like, I can't go anymore. that was the biggest, like, I felt like such a bitch typing that message out. Cause like, I would be that person too, where it's like, I'll just, I'm not going to complain about it. You know what I mean? But also I know damn well this is happening because this is the point where, and that was the day that we ate 900 grams of carbs plus every day for the next 2 weeks. So
you were dying. You were done from that.
I was 212. That's the lowest I've been.
No, I mean from the food. You're like, bro, I don't want to eat this much anymore. I don't want to eat.
Oh, I wanted more. The problem was the potatoes. 425 grams of potatoes. Get fucked.
Okay, now the thing is, if you gave me 400 grams of Chick-fil-A fries, I would.
That's a difference. I did actually. He did give me that a few times.
Like, done this.
Because that's actually what I told him. When I told him, I was like, I can't. I was like, can I do rice? Remember, we were talking about this. I was like, can I do rice, banana, whatever? I can't. And he was like, go get 2 large whatever from Chick-fil-A. And I was like, all right. I don't want to, but
if you insist.
Yeah.
You know what? The only thing is, like, the other day I was actually looking into doing this because I was behind on meals. So I'm like, well, at least so I can lower the volume, see how much it is. But the thing is, like, they're fucking loaded with fat too.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's like 1 large fries is like 20-something grams of fat. I'm like, damn. I thought it was going to be a little bit lower, but I guess not.
Yeah. At that point, that's like over half of what I get in a day.
Seriously. Oh, yeah, no, I'm like, 400 grams of potatoes is way too much, but.
Yeah, it was a lot. Even with a fucking 50 grams of ACV on top of it. Or under it. Yeah, still wasn't. I was like, ate that first time, and then the second time I ate that meal, I was like, let me hit some of this first.
In that case, it would really. The thing is, like, so I would say it would really help.
I would turn your
make
mic
it like
down a little bit. There you go, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. I would say, like, at that point, I would rather put them like in the air fryer or in the oven to like make them a little bit more airy. But the thing is, like, I hate air fryer.
I was doing that. Oh, I love it.
I just feel
if you do them
way
right,
too dry. Yeah, probably if you put oil and whatever. But
well, not necessarily. I wasn't doing oil, but if you time it right, they're pretty good.
speaking about potatoes, and then I was gonna go to the last topic. I wanted to say that you reminded us. I hate meal prep potatoes.
Yeah, well,
I don't
you
know how
don't, you
people
can't,
do
you
it.
should never do that.
No, I see people eating, and
Don't.
the person if the person sees this, they'll know. But it's like ground beef and potatoes for post workout cold from a container. That's absolutely gross.
Okay, so two things. Yes, I agree with you, but right message, wrong messenger because you eat tuna and peanut butter and bananas and rice together. So let's cut the that's disgusting because that is
I have
far
done it
from the worst
once.
thing you've ever done.
I would rather eat
And
that
then
again
and then you
than
did it
cold
with
meal prep potatoes. Mashed potato is different, but oven roasted cold potatoes
well,
they're like plastic.
well. So there's also there's al- there's also ones that are like a stew almost like those little small
The
round
little
colorful
potatoes are
ones.
the good.
Yeah, yeah.
Those
Those are like mashed potatoes inside of skin.
Yeah, no, yeah, those ones like I
Those
could,
are fine.
but
Yeah,
otherwise no, still no. But anyway,
yeah.
the other thing you will remind me is like when you told Justin like okay I kind of do it. Well, remember and back to the story of the liver. That's what I didn't do, and that's what ended up happening. It's like so I think
Yeah.
in that case you were the smartest, the
Oh
smartest.
yeah. I mean, I knew that. You know what I mean? That's why I was like, I have to. Like, a few years ago, I'd have just been like, fucking, run. And that's why, um, I think there's like this double-edged sword with the prep thing where you have some people who are just too soft and like are looking to make it easy, and then you have the people who, like me, I think even a little bit, where it's like it should be hard. It should be like the most because it's like if bodybuilding was no longer hard, right?
Everyone will do it.
It takes it not even that. It just like it takes. We want to feel special, right? You know what I mean? Um, but I think there's a line there because like people end up like you, or in terms of in trouble with health because they want to continue to go. But then you have the people like that guy we've talked about multiple times on here with the no cardio, just steps, and like that is, dude. You take cardio out of the equation when we're talking about prep. What do you got to deal with?
What prep?
Eating less. You feel me? So it's like if you're like, oh, that if it actually works, it's like it almost makes it not as enticing. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to be that person who wants to push, but only till you know for sure. It's like, okay, I really should pull back. You just got to be able to do both. And there's people who will just like blow through it. Oh, big thing I wanted to talk about on here because it's kind of fucking with my head. Now I don't do this as much as you do. I feel like, but there's a kid online who used ChatGPT for his entire prep. I'm not gonna lie. He could have been better, but like,
Is this the one that
hey,
you told me once that you were like, I want to see how it goes?
yes,
Oh, he did
he
it.
competed. He competed, and he placed. I think. I'll have to go back and look at his page. But again, like he looked like he had lines, he had veins, he was not lean. I have seen physiques way worse that had a coach. Um, I don't know. What do you think about that?
I mean, if he made it, then good for him. But then again, you said he was like not super peeled. He was in good shape. So now, if someone wants to do this competitively,
Yeah,
then there's a point. And also, did he do it natty?
yeah.
Well,
That's a huge variable for sure.
yeah,
And
I
even
do
he
not.
did say, even he said it wasn't super good at peak week. I think my peak week could have been way better. He said that he also said like I don't know if he used just chat or if he used Claude too, because he was like, I was also doing my own research and kind of creating like a brain in there. Kind of, it wasn't just open a normal chat GPT. Hey, here's my pictures. What should I do next? What should I do next? It was like a project he kind of had. So even he said like, dude, if you don't have time to sit at home and research and do these things, he was like, this is going to go way worse for you. So it wasn't like, But I just thought it was anybody with a little bit of with not no money and a little bit of balls and a little bit of knowledge and persistence probably could make something out of it. But it's like even we know now. I mean, I've had clients who've I'm sure you've had this who have hired me and been like, for the most part, I literally just need some or some accountability.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like doing a prep and being 100% without any accountability. I've never done that. I don't know.
Sounds interesting enough, but yeah, what I'm thinking is like the guy probably was like, you know how you can correct ChatGPT and it's like, oh, you're right, and then blah 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 blah. So there was probably a couple of back and forth like that on each check-in because
He
of
did
what
say that
he
too.
researched. Yeah,
He did say that
so
too.
that's what I'm
He
saying.
said
Like,
it wouldn't challenge you, and if you challenged it, it would buckle pretty quick.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just yeah, no, if you just ask and then just expect the answer straight up, then it's not gonna go. And then also like even for that guy, if you want to do it competitively, you're probably not gonna do that well. And also, I would never trust an
PEDs.
AI, yeah, with PDs or anything. That is unthinkable. That
Have
should
you
be
ever asked it questions like that just to see what it would give you? They're
like,
bad. They're not like, hey, what should a cycle be? But just like a lot of the information is not great.
yeah, no, very random now.
All around, to be honest.
500 mix of trend. Every other day. Like no.
Probably not, yeah.
I actually didn't use trend for this guy's prep. Surprisingly, I'm
It
not
scares
opposed.
me.
Really?
It's scary,
It's fun.
I guess.
You're fucking Superman. Like you're gonna walk through a wall or something.
I use Trust alone. That's similar-ish.
Similar-ish.
I didn't use very much.
Yeah, I didn't even ask the guy, and the guy didn't mention it. My client, so I'm like, oh okay.
I have
But also,
I can't wait.
another fun thing. Do not eat a big motherfucking bowl of lobster mac and cheese on your after your show.
Who did that?
My client.
Why did he do that?
Because I told him like go have a steak dinner or a meal out, like you're fine. Honestly, okay, this is the thing.
Lobster
I-
mac and cheese bowl. Got it.
No, he had the steak, he had the Caesar salad and lobster like appetizer to share. He didn't have the whole bowl, but it didn't sit very well. So I'm not gonna say like don't have it. Just be mindful. Like you probably didn't have dairy for a while, and obviously your brain is gonna be tempted to do anything, especially those fried foods or very palatable foods. Obviously, I would say have a little bit, but just be very mindful.
You don't even
that-
deserve that.
No,
You
I
don't
would-
even deserve that. Nah, you don't even deserve that. I ate chicken and rice with mustard after my show because I lost, and that's what you should do, pussy. No, I'm just kidding.
If you
I
want to be
refuse.
average,
I can't.
go have
I'm not giving
go have
myself.
a free meal. No, I'm kidding.
I've been
Um,
having that conversation with people lately, though, with like that kind of mindset, because that's literally. I'm like, dude, you just got stomped. You're not having anything. I didn't have anything for like. I underate for like 2 weeks. Don't
Yeah, I
do that
remember.
either. But I've been having that conversation with people, especially recently. A new buddy of mine is like the opposite, most positive dude ever, like extreme confidence, whatever. And so, like I've said a few things around him that he like gets like so pressed about when I'm like, what could be looked at as a negative mindset, I guess. But I don't know. It works for me. You know what I mean? Like when I was doing that, I wasn't like, I really just want to eat. You know, I'm not in turmoil because I'm not getting a meal after. That's just my internal accountability.
Yeah.
Right. You're a bitch. You didn't place. You got stomped. You lost to a dude who looks like he's been in a gym 8 months.
Yeah.
You're not eating nothing. But then obviously, like you're like, no, you get. I feel for me that's and a lot of people, that's a slippery slope
No,
mindset.
it is. I would even say like not just the mindset, but depends on what it has. What you're gonna have for dinner, you can put you down the slippery slope.
Yeah.
But that's why I say like either steak and potatoes, salad, whatever appetizer, or sushi,
Yeah.
or maybe like as the dirtiest, burger and fries. That's all. But
I
I
did
saw
sushi
him
last
like,
night.
yeah, nice. Um, he didn't go that day. He went the next day because by the time he was done, he just passed out on the couch, and then his family was
Yeah.
tired. So he went the next day. Also because like if I'm on a show and it's just me, myself, and I, like no family comes to see, then I probably won't go out. But if someone comes in and everything, yeah, of course I'll go out. You don't need to eat dirty. But the thing
Yeah.
is, yeah, obviously be very mindful, especially with like if you have drinks and stuff. You gotta be careful. I got absolutely fucked after my show. Like I'm talking probably allergic reaction and everything, like full
God
blown.
damn.
I don't know
Nah.
if I ever show you the picture, but my face was like a fucking
Yeah, I
puffer
think you
face.
have. Yeah.
Absolutely nasty. My eyes were like you could not see my eyes.
A joint wouldn't have done that to you, bro. Just saying.
Uh,
Joint wouldn't have done that to you. Just saying.
neither would have Sig, but here we are.
Yeah. Cigs don't. Cigs don't give you the good feels, bro.
What do you mean? They
Nick,
do.
the Nick spins doesn't count.
That just relaxes me. The other one relaxes me way too much, to the point I become a veggie,
Yeah.
fucking vegetable in the couch. But you said you do have a guy prepping right now. When's the show?
Not right now, but
Oh.
within the next month. It's in December, so
Oh, okay.
we got more than 4 months already right now.
First show?
No. No. He did a show with Justin.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Yep. Emiliano.
Oh, I actually think that guy trains, lives nearby.
He does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
one time
Very
asked
cool
me
dude.
about- Yeah, he looks great.
Very good
I
dude.
was gonna say in December. That's
Well, he.
prepping on Thanksgiving. That stuff.
I know, but oh well. You know what I mean? I've done
Yeah.
it before. It is what it is.
Your problem, not mine.
Yeah. He's we had a similar kind of weird situation when it comes to like the cycling things. End of last year through up until like a couple months ago, he put kind of all of his eggs into BJJ basket. So he was doing he was killing it. I mean, winning tournaments and stuff, like doing great, right? But it was kind of like we pulled back to like 2 to 3 days of training. Like, yeah, we still had cardio in, obviously, but like he was getting cardio done there. It was a very tough. I have a handful of guys who do these extreme sports outside of and try to mix it with bodybuilding, and it's just such a tough. It's such a tough toss up because it's like I have to give you enough food and these things to keep, dude. BJJ 4 nights a week is not easy. That's a lot. But then it's like, okay, well, we also have this, like, well, we kind of want to get a little bit leaner, and we kind of want to. So it's like it was kind of one of those things where it was just like, let's focus on obviously maintaining that recovery and doing well in the gym, but also all of it kind of went here. We also pulled down his gear quite a bit, like he was running, because he had been running 400 plus for a little bit. Pulled him down, around 200 ish. Sat there for a little bit, and then he was like, okay, I'm going to stop with this, and I want to prep at the end of the year. And at that point, it was like, okay, well, we have like 2.5, 3 months until August hits, and we need to start, a prep. So it was kind of like we had no time to do, it was like, okay, what do we go into a 12-week, hard push phase where it's like, well, we're going to be using gear inside the prep. So it's like that would have been a huge extended cycle. We don't want that. So it was kind of one of those areas where it's like, let's, kind of hold here. We won't push anything crazy hard. And like things are going to start coming up as prep gets ready to go anyways. So if we would have had like 5 months, I'd have been like, cool, let's push for, 3.5, 4, whatever, get some juice out of it and then get labs, chill. But I think it'll be a good prep. He still was able to put on a little muscle, and luckily for him, because we had to kind of pull out leg training like fully, his legs are probably his strongest body part. So I was like, dude, because it was getting to a point where like recovery was tough, hitting legs and doing BJJ. So I was like, dude, cut this shit, stop training legs. And I think that week he dropped a few pounds too. I was like, yeah, that was it's probably quite inflamed.
If anything, just do leg extensions and hamstring curls one day, just 2 sets, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah. But yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be good. I don't know. I'll use this as kind of like my do I really want to do it kind of thing. Because you know how I am with that. Like,
Yeah.
I can, but am I like
It
geeked
doesn't
to
drive
have
you crazy.
yeah? Am I like geeked to have a full roster of bodybuilders? Not really.
Yeah.
You
No,
know.
I got you.
But he's a great worker, so it's like
Is he
I
gonna
know.
stop completely the BJJ?
Yeah, he's done right now.
Okay.
That
that's good.
I would not be doing that in prep. We can't do that.
No.
We can't do that.
I was even gonna say just from the injury aspect, like
That yeah.
building, cardio, low calories, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, he's gonna break something.
Oh yeah.
I have a client
He
that
knows
does
that,
Brazilian
yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu, and I don't know if I told you the one who broke his foot and had surgery. Either foot or ankle. I can't remember exactly. But he was
While he
eating
was
good.
rolling.
Huh?
While he was rolling.
Yeah.
And he was in prep.
No. That's
okay.
the thing. Like he was
Yeah.
eating good. We were starting to bring the weight back up and everything after a gut protocol. He was doing amazing. We've been gaining a couple of pounds here and there. And then one time he's like, "Hey, sorry, I've been MIA. I broke my foot not too long ago, and now I'm scheduled for surgery." I'm like, "Shit." He's back on squatting anyway. We're fine. But yeah, no. A couple
Good
weeks
shit.
later, he went to PT, and the guy was like, "Shit, you are way ahead. Like this should be like 3 weeks out. Where you are right now, it should be at 2 months out."
Any peptide use?
Yeah.
What'd you use?
Just BPC and TB.
Dude,
literally.
it's crazy. I had Therese.
I told him to inject his calf straight up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. As close as you can get to the site. Therese actually he stepped off his boat and like I don't. It was an anchor or something. Tore his foot up, dude. Like couldn't walk on it. Was fucked. And his girl's a nurse, and she was like, "You need stitches." Nah, you know. Told him inject that fucking glow into your calf, dude. Inside of a week, he was like walking normally. Foot was healed. Like it's. I really see it. I personally don't see it a ton. When I've used it, when I use it in clients, I don't see it a ton when there's not. Like I don't see these crazy instant effects until there's an injury like that present.
Yeah.
Like overall, and that's why like I don't really have it in right now, and like why like a year-round use of it or something is like.
What dose were you doing for the curl?
I'd have to check what I had him on.
That's the thing. It's like I don't like the blends
Every
for
3
injury.
days, every 2 days. Yeah, well, that's just what he had on hand.
Got it.
So I was like, let's go ahead and use that. But yes, I do agree. Yeah, and even like if you could use one injection of BPC and one of TB, from what I've seen, a lot of people don't like even those mixed. Like the more mixtures you have, the less
So one of the
effectiveness you
things
see
that
there.
I learned from DOMS, one of many DOMS calls, was that that blending thing. It's mostly for blending it in the same like vial. Like if you grab two and then mix in the same vial and they keep it there. If you're gonna put them in the same syringe, the amount of degradation from the difference in pH it is very minimal in the amount of time they are together in the syringe. It's gonna be like max 3 minutes.
Yeah.
There's not that much degradation. Now, obviously, I will probably keep GHK away if it's not from the glow or Clo blend. So I will do that separately. But any others, BPC and TB, bring it all together. Like even KPV, if you want to do that separately too, which I don't.
Yeah.
Just put it all together and that's it.
Do you use those a lot in your gut, like gut health cases too?
I actually haven't had. Amen. I actually haven't had anyone
Thank you.
with a gut health that we used injectable KPV, if any. I
haven't either.
prefer using the orals straight to the gut.
Yeah, true. True.
So, well, this guy, this same guy that broke his ankle, he BioGuard Pro from BioLongevity did absolute miracles on this
The
guy.
what did?
The BioGuard Pro,
Oh yeah,
the supplement,
yeah,
did absolute miracles for him.
good.
Like I remember his mom, he
Is that
was
like the
saying,
heaviest hitter you used?
yeah. I remember the one thing he told me that one time he went to lunch with his mom after a while, and his mom was like, "I cannot remember the last time I see you eat something random and be so happy and like not complain about pain or anything." And
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
yeah,
Did
that was fucking great.
is that a biofilm disruptor or no?
No, 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 no.
Did you use one alongside that?
We used it before, yes. Yeah, no, we did it.
What's in that one?
There's BPC, there's KPV, there's synchronicine.
Oh, it's that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
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 I
yeah,
know
yeah.
exactly what you're
It's a
talking
blend.
about now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay,
No, there's.
gotcha. I'll have to try that next time.
It's incredible. I mean, if you can afford it, obviously.
It's like over $100, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like 150 or something.
maybe like 260.
Then they upped the price. Damn,
No, no, no.
I haven't been on that website in a minute.
No, it's been like that for a
Really?
for a-
I don't remember it being that expensive.
Yeah. The thing is,
'Cause I
like,
used to.
it would last you 1 or 2 months. I think 2, if I'm not mistaken. Like it has like 60 servings, but still, it's two.
Did you use it all? Is the question.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, he did. I think
Oh,
we
yeah.
went through 2 bottles, maybe 3, throughout the whole
Yeah,
process.
yeah,
No, yeah, I really do like that for a lot. I
yeah,
think it helps wonderfully.
yeah. What I'm trying to figure out now, well, not trying to figure out, but it's always hard to. What I've found with a lot of people lately is like the symptoms present are very similar, but some people like finding out that without obviously we can get GI maps and Dutch tests, but prior to expensive testing, which is why those exist, because like you kind of have to nail it down. But the symptoms that present, and like the people, like the few people I've had that are like actual real, like we have like a SIBO case that we need to fix, and I've used like full protocol of those things. Symptoms were like pretty much very similar to the people who we just cleaned up diet, lowered inflammation, and stopped doing the dumb shit, and were good very quickly. You know what I mean? So, all like, because those testings are expensive, not wanting to, quote unquote, waste people's money on things, really deciphering like how much do we need to go into this. So typically within those first like 4 weeks is like I'll start seeing some pretty quick improvements, and if I don't, then I'm like, okay, well, we might be in a rough spot.
Yeah, we may need a testing.
Yeah.
The question for you: do you think these situations can be healed over, of course, a longer period of time without any
Yes.
protocol?
Yes, because I've seen it done. Actually, somebody that Larry works with, his name's Nick. I'm not sure how big he is on social media now, but like when Larry first started getting in with his mentorship and learning, and I know like him and all like the Scooby Health people I think have been in there. He only had a couple thousand followers on Instagram, but he does things like with as little intervention as possible outside of food, lifestyle, and the mental work. So yes, I do, just based off of we know, based on probably anecdotal evidence from both of us, but also just what we've seen with people is like the body is extremely it can adapt like crazy, and it's also built to heal itself given the right environment, given the right tools. And when we look at like peptides, at least, right? None of these things are, a lot of them are, I mean, they're amino acids, right? We can find a lot of them in the body already. So yes, I do, but I also think that let's take like a SIBO case where there's like a really serious one, right? We have a lot of bacterial overgrowth. We have we can't even get to the problem without erasing the fucking, guard at the gate, right? So I think it depends, but based on what I've seen just from that Nick guy, yes. I mean, even those serious cases for sure. Because I'm pretty sure there's foods that we can use that can attack that. So like he uses a lot of specific foods as well.
I mean, if we go based on cause, like what causes the bacteria to grow and everything,
Mm-hmm.
It's technically low stomach acid. So in that case, even if it could take longer,
Mm-hmm.
if you increase stomach acid and you keep it at the levels where it should be, maybe the biofilms and everything will start breaking
Mm-hmm.
down, and maybe then you can get to the overgrowth and it will get
Mm-hmm.
unalived um,
Yeah.
by your own stomach acid and bile. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just thinking right now, it's like
Yeah.
in that case, it could be.
Well, like Daniel, he's in out of the states, right?
Yeah.
And so like, there's been a couple issues. Like he got sick and he went to the hospital, and we didn't talk before he did this, but they put him on an antibiotic, and that's led to like weeks of issues, right? He had a bunch of stomach issues. We finally got digestion back online in a good spot, but like we couldn't get anything. So I was talking to Larry. I'm like, dude, and he kind of talked through like specific foods to use and these things to, give him more of the, the starchy carbs and, there was things like there was worry of like a parasite. I don't think he had a parasite, but papaya, stuff like that we know can kill these things and get them out of the body. But that's what we've had to do with him, right? And we didn't use any supplements, nothing, and just foods and lifestyle aspects, and like he's fairly back on track from the issues he was having now, which it wasn't anything serious like a cyber case or anything, but yeah. But with him too, we're having an issue of like, I think he has some adrenal stuff that we need to look at. Like we definitely, I want to get a Dutch test for him and things, just because even with the things we've done, I can't figure out why he can't push for very long, right? And his routines and his sleep and like all these things have to be so hyper specific, or it's like one extreme or the other. If he nails them, he's good. If he doesn't, and he's just like a little off in here, like we should be able to go to get a couple hours less sleep 1 or 2 nights a week and not fall apart, right? We should be able to push really hard in a training session and not feel like crap for 3 days. And it's just like no matter where he's at, we keep coming back to this. So it's like that's where a point where I'm like, I really would love to see a test to give me some just answers, right? Instead of me guessing at what's going on. So
Bloods and Dutch.
yeah, but we have to wait till he gets back in the States.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Well,
That's another. He's going to be in the UK, or he can be in the UK soon. So it's like I just don't know because he's in Albania right now, and I just don't know how to. I don't know how to work through that. So
yeah. I was gonna say probably some countries you will still be able to get it, but Albania, I don't know.
Yeah. So I got to talk to a couple. I know there's a couple people like in ECA that are in or were in the UK. So I'm going to talk to them about what they were doing for their clients there, and see if I can get them some testing done because he plans to be gone for a while. He plans to be back next year, but like he's like I'll be back in the States for a little bit in October, but like a few weeks. It's just like.
I mean, if he buys his like the practitioner's depot, he can buy it, get the order, and then just schedule an appointment for the time he's there, and then the rest is on email.
Yeah. For Bloods, we're planning on doing that.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure when we'll have to wait to get the Dutch tests and such. But
Dutch test is such a pain in the ass.
I know, bro. I know.
Is it the saliva that you're gonna do? 5-point saliva. Yeah, that is such a pain in the ass. Dom had me do it once, and it was like, what the fuck? I have to put that fucking thing in my mouth and just wait like a fucking like a fucking candy, like one of those hard candies, like disgusting.
Yeah,
absolutely gross.
Yeah,
whatever.
But that's I don't know. I don't know. I'm surprised that I have not. We're gonna have to go through something similar when I'm after my next competition, probably, as long as I can keep myself from falling apart. Because I definitely have some shit there that needs to be fixed. You can only go so long, dude, without like in a chronically stressed position without something as healthy as I am and how much I preach this and that. It's like, there's still damage done from.
Bro, stress is probably as bad as cancer. Shit, we'll get
worse.
Everyone.
Worse.
Yeah, probably worse. Yeah.
That'll only make the cancer worse.
Yeah, seriously. Well, I think you did had a gut situation once. Did you? No.
No, nothing where I had to do anything serious.
Oh, I thought you did
Mm-mm.
had with Justin when you had to do a God protocol or something.
I never had to do a gut protocol with him.
No,
No.
no.
Luckily. No, I definitely could have. The way I was eating and treating my body before him, dude, I mean, that was
Well,
fucking
that
bad.
actually should say something to answer my question that I before of like how like we all ate pretty fucking bad at one point. How come we never got anything
I don't
out
know.
of that? And like, or maybe we did, and it just we didn't even know.
I don't know. Yeah. So one thing I do know is how much my my gut microbiome and the ability for my body to break down and utilize things that I was putting in changed drastically because dude, I'm telling you that I mean it correlates perfectly and obviously the science can back this, but like when it comes to psychedelics and edibles and things, like I'm not kidding, bro. I'm not kidding. Never did anything to me. The second I did, I just flip flop. I stopped eating like I went entire that first year with Justin, dude. I mean, I can't tell you. I don't think. I don't, and without being in a prep, I don't think I missed a fucking step like for like a year. So that
Mm.
was all everything that you should be doing to the extreme. And like after that, dude, those like anything like that just punches me in the face. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely breaking things down quite a bit better. My stomach acidity was probably trashed
Back then, you mean?
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't really remember because I never really paid attention. But my I mean like bowel movements and things are definitely quite a bit
I
better.
couldn't even say. I do not know.
Yeah,
Seriously, I do not
yeah.
know if I'm guessing I was cheating every single day, but I don't know if I ever had like a time where I was constantly either having or too
I remember
low
my
or too
gut
high
hurting a
on
lot
the.
though.
One more time.
I said I remember my gut hurting a lot though. Like I would have frequent like oh my stomach hurts.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But then also like
But I also like ate a box of crumble cookies, so it's like no shit, your stomach hurts,
mm,
fat fuck.
my fucking pig. No, what I was gonna say is you know how sometimes like I would at least see it on some people's like Instagram how either coaches help them or bodybuilders they have like their stomach distended and they just don't realize or maybe just a little bit wider than what it would look like but then they do a gut probe and it's like oh shit all the inflammation went down. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if I would even have that even currently like I have or even at some point I have no idea
Mm-hmm.
from the food I ate, from the amount of there used to be that time that I swear to God, for even after my first show and before, my cheat meals would be IHOP, pancake, and omelette. And then after that, on my way home, I'll go stop by Everbowl and get a fucking fucking acai bowl or whatever, and with peanut M&Ms, which are far
Oh.
superior than the regular ones, by the way.
No, but yeah.
Yes, but no. No. The fattest thing I did, I remember I went to like this breakfast diner. This is just an epic cheat meal story, like fat fuck cheat meal story. And we had like steak, toast, whatever. And I had this Oreo milkshake. And this diner has two locations that are nearby. So we went to the farthest one, and the nearest one was like 5 minutes away from where I used to live at the time. That milkshake was so good, so fucking good. That on my way back, I stopped by the other location and got one.
That's crazy. Zero chance.
No,
Jail
bro.
time. That's
Absolutely
fucked.
wild. No self control whatsoever.
Food addict.
Seriously, I was a fatty. Or you
Happens,
want to
bro.
call it a foodie? No, that was fucking insane. I don't think I was ever embarrassed
Mood.
at something. Mood, right? I haven't seen that guy in a while. Actually, is he okay? Is he?
Maybe he died. I don't know. That's I. This is I can't believe. It, so all these influencers are doing it now, where they just get a fat person and then they make videos with them. And have you seen this going on,
Thankfully not.
dude? I, and I thought it was just Casey Kelly and Peach Fit with that one guy. Have you seen that big red haired guy that's like really fat? Do you know who Peach Fit is?
No.
He's he's got millions of followers, but he went from super super fat to now fit, I guess. And he's on his second morbidly obese guy, where he just kind of like takes him in. This guy actually moved out there where he's at with him, and like they do everything every day, make videos, whatever. But there's multiple influencers now that are doing this. Like I saw Jesse James West do this now, where like he got this fat guy, and he was like ask him like what he used to order from, like I think he said Chick-fil-A, and he gets a bunch of Chick-fil-A, and then they like make this video where the fat dude sits next to him and eats like a salad or something, and Jesse just fucking shovels down this guy's old, like food addiction meal in front of his face, and they like make a joking video. But it's nuts, dude. Like, how I feel about that whole scenario, but that's fucked up. And in one of the videos, the original dude, his name's Ethan. They made a YouTube thumbnail where the YouTuber guy, which I think it was either Peach Fit or Casey, I think it was Casey Kelly actually, looked normal, but then they made this guy, they used AI to make him, he's 400 something pounds. Dude, they made him like 800 pounds with AI and put it on. It's just like they're using these fat people as like view money like grabs. It's nuts. It's nuts. And the guy, the original, the Ethan dude from January to last month lost 0 pounds.
How?
So everyone was making videos about him, like, this dude's not in all of the calories in, calories out. Fuckers came out and were like, he's clearly not tracking his food, whatever. Which he was. Let's be clear, he wasn't. He wasn't. It is confirmed that he was definitely eating off of his plan. But also, I made a video about this guy. Every single time he posts a meal that his shitball fucking coach gives him, like he posted one where everybody was like, okay, now we can clearly see this dude doesn't know what he's doing. He was eating a meal that was like, they tried to recreate one of his old favorite meals. It was cheeseburgers, and which, like, it's a fucking cheeseburger. What's unhealthy about that? Like, don't use the nastiest, fattiest beef, and you should be eating carbs anyways, so a bun's not scary. And then what is the rest of it? Vegetables and sugar-free ketchup? Like, there's nothing we need to be, but they take it and they use these carb buns, and there's almost 40 grams of bullshit fiber in this one meal with like 90 grams of protein and like no carbs. And every time he posts a meal, another one he posts all the time, it's like ground beef, a whole fucking bag of shredded lettuce, and he crushes Quest chips on top. Again, bullshit, overloaded fiber, way too much protein, and 0 carbs. It's every meal. So yes, like,
lose weight.
No wonder he can't lose weight, and no wonder he can't stick to his diet. I got a new guy who, this is like part of what I put in the video, because these guys, they don't pay any attention to the quality. They're just like, how can we make him as full as possible and feed his cravings? You started at 600 pounds. Like, I'm sorry, you don't get to talk about like, oh, I have to have this food. Like, there's a lot of gaps you need to fill. The guy that I started working with is, he wants to lose fucking 150, but he's 340 almost, or 330 at 5'6", 5'7". Like, there's a lot of weight to be lost. The meals, he's like, dude, I don't know. One of them was chicken, rice, bananas, honey, peanut butter. But like, I don't know what's up. Like, I don't know how these meals are working, but like, dude, I would eat this shit if I wasn't on a diet. It's like, okay, how much easier do you think it's going to be for someone like that to stick to a fucking diet? Like, it's just, again, nobody's saying calories in, calories out isn't a part of it, but like that, when that's all you focus on, this is what you end up with. 6 months of wasted fucking time, uncontrollable cravings, still having nutrient deficiencies, and your gut's even more fucked up, and I bet you that dude's pooping fucking water if he's pooping at all. Every one of your meals has fucking 40 grams of fiber in it. You're cooked, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but you're fucked.
It's absolutely... Here's the thing. I'm like, when I used to work at the supplement shop, I would look at like the protein bars, the Quest chips, and there's a time and a place, but a daily thing is not
crazy. That's nuts.
Like, I know, for example, some firemen that used to come to the shop, policemen and policewomen that used to come to the shop, EMT people that would bring them on some shifts, or maybe like they did admittedly have a bar daily, but the
Yeah.
rest of the meals were pretty fucking good. So
Yeah.
if we're doing one of them every now and then, or maybe in these extreme cases, one daily, the rest of the things better be on point. That you better count the fiber and everything else, because otherwise you're gonna end up with 60 plus grams of fiber easily,
Yeah.
and a lot of fucking bullshit in your plate. And it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
it's gonna fuck you up eventually. It's like, no wonder you cannot lose weight. I don't,
That's my thing,
the
and
thing is, like,
why I.
you're not even probably losing fat, and you're gonna end up gaining because you cannot even take a shit.
And they're all just looking for like I still have people ask me about the testosterone booster pills that they sell in those GNCs and stuff.
They still ask
And it's
that?
just like we're looking for quick fixes. We're
Are
looking
those
for
even
the
existing
label.
still?
Yes, they exist, and people still buy them. Yeah, it's bad. But they're looking for those. Like the label says it's healthy, so the people think it's so easy. Like, yeah, I use these couple products, and like you feel super healthy. It's the same thing I say about people going to the gym, half-assing it. You're just there to feel like you're doing something. But that's why I'm starting to get to that point where like it's very polar. You either are going to fit perfectly with my coaching style, or you're not going to be able to
Yeah.
succeed. And I'm very clear with what that's going to be up front. But like the reason I'm so strict on that is because one, we know how we feel. Like I don't. Yes, I crave foods sometimes, but it's like it's such a, and it's not a bodybuilder thing. It's just because this happens to every one of my clients where it's like I even have people where I'll check on them a year later and they're like, oh yeah, I'm still kind of just eating what we had, not the exact like amounts and stuff, but just like I'm still eating the foods that we had set up because it becomes enjoyable, right? And then you add the I feel really good to it as well. So it's like I feel like these people need to understand that just stop avoiding the hard stuff. Like eating clean, healthy whole foods for like pretty much every meal every day with occasional, outliers might seem like hard. But if you're like, okay, well, at least I can have this, protein bar. It makes me feel like I'm eating a candy bar. At least I can, fucking put this whole bag of lettuce in this meal and it'll make me feel full. Or it's just like that little shit. It's just like, dude, just give it up. Just give it up.
Trying to negotiate with your own self, it's absolutely wild. It's
I-
like you
you know
never
what I
have
mean?
told yourself no at any point in life. That's why you're here. So why would you keep trying to negotiate if that's why you brought you in this place?
Literally, and that's the thing I made when I made this post the other day. Where it's like you are never gonna be where you want to be because like you can't trust yourself, right? And
Yeah.
that's the problem that everybody's pointing out with this Ethan guy with like the cheeseburgers. It's like, okay, well, you were addicted to these at one point, right? You were eating these like no other at one point. So continuing to give yourself that, and in your head, one, it's not making you feel good. Two, this isn't what I want. This is not what I want, right? So just eat the thing that you are still not going to really want, make it taste good, and stop being shit at cooking, and do it until you don't not want to anymore. Like, it is that simple. But it's hard to do that and get... I would say this past year is where I finally hit that point of, like... And I've been, doing it the way that they're trying to do it. I did that for 3-4 years, right? With Justin, I got to a point where I personally didn't complain about my food enough to where it's like, okay, it's been a year and a half and I literally haven't there's not been a single adjustment, right? And that was on me because every time, even if he would ask me like, no, I'm good. I was kind of that guy. But now it's like, if I want an adjustment, I'll just be like, hey, can I swap? Or I don't even really need to ask. I know what I can swap out for. But now I'm just like, I don't like not, what?
You were like, nah, I'm not gonna change it unless they ask me now.
I used to be like that.
See how I'm molding you and softening you a little bit. First with the chicken
No,
rice.
no.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
softening.
Well,
Don't say softening.
well, not softening, but just molding
Educating,
you
maybe.
and becoming a flexible person and more free, a freer person, if you want to call it so. First with the chicken rice, banana, and almond butter. Now with changing things here and there as you see fit. Eventually, you're gonna have all your carbs from oranges, like I'm doing. Like fuck it.
No. I couldn't drink that much orange juice.
Bro, I'm not even joking. I'm lowering my amount of water because half my water intake is from juice.
That's wild. I'm telling you, you need to go on like a month break, bro.
Why? I like orange juice.
Your food fatigue is still Still hitting.
Actually, not really, because it's like I do it because I don't want to eat that much in one sitting, and honestly, I probably physically can't if I don't do the amount of oranges that I'm doing, or I will struggle, and then that will lead to like discomfort or whatever. So I'm fine with the amount of food. It's just like sometimes, for example, today I went to the gym a little bit earlier, came back home, like ate, relaxed, whatever. So now I have to put meals together. And usually in those cases is when I up my orange juice. It's not probably at 1 liter a day. I mean, it's not that I drink 2 liters of orange juice, but
That whole golden water bottle is full of orange juice, isn't
imagine
it?
a gallon of orange juice. No, but I probably would drink like a liter of orange juice in a day for the most part.
That's ridiculous. I have
Bro, with the amount of
7
vitamin C
ounces.
that I have, I'm absolutely indestructible.
I bet. Yeah, I'm sure.
It's fucking wild. No, I mean, I'm not. I'm in a good point mentally with the amount of food that I'm eating.
That's good. That's good.
I'm still not making 240 pounds though. Still
That's
not
all right. It's not what it's cracked up to be. I'm getting now. I finally am like to a point where I feel like I'm not that I'm there, but I'm getting big. Like things are starting to get really hard. Like genuinely really. Like I was in the shower this morning washing my face and it was just like I also still had a fucking bicep pump from the day before. But like it was just like it's when I have to think about like pushing my hands closer to my face, like wash my face off cuz like I'm that like I don't know how I'm ever going to get to 300 pounds.
Bro, that's gonna be how much?
I have
are you
like
right now?
I have these toe spacers. Can't really put them on. I was 255 this morning,
35. Shit.
which like I've been here before, but this is the cleanest I've been at
Yeah.
250 plus.
No, it still looks good. Still looks good. Yeah, no, I struggle putting my socks every day. I can still do it, but it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if it's because of how big I'm getting or because of my stomach getting in the way, but either or. Something.
I was when I was
Something's
back
growing.
home. Hopefully it is something out there.
Yeah.
When I was back home, I was with all my kind of like day one friends from Indy, and they've all gotten into because everyone still lives there, I think, besides me, and they like entered a men's league together and like got the old team back together and stuff. And I was just like, I could, even if I lived here, like I couldn't do that. Like I would love to, but like I couldn't do that. Not even from like oh well you might hurt yourself. Like I genuinely just physically couldn't do it. Talking about a whole basketball game? No.
The other day I was
No.
actually challenged and told I couldn't even run a mile. I'm like, bitch,
Did you try?
no.
Well, you should try.
I'm
Justin ran that fast of a mile, dude. You can.
no. I'm not saying I'm going for speed. That the person was like, you probably cannot
You
run
couldn't
a mile.
finish.
Yeah. I'm like, bitch, please.
It was in Helico, wasn't it?
No. No, she knows not to challenge me. No, an older friend that we used to have the same coach from my very first prep. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I could probably finish now. I would be absolutely gassed, and I
12
would
and a half
have
minutes.
Yeah, seriously, and I will have a fucking rash in my thighs,
Yeah.
like the burn.
Oh yeah, chafing.
Chafing. There you go. Thank you. But I can certainly finish. Like you're not gonna challenge me and say like I can
Yeah,
finish.
that's just heart. That's not physically able. That's just
Bro,
whether
it's
you got
just
the
a
heart.
mile.
Dude, I was on the treadmill the other day with when I was in North Carolina, and me and Trez were doing cardio, and I was like, let me just see. I put that bitch on flat, and I put it on a speed where I had to run 45 seconds. Had to stop.
Well, run. Yes.
Hamstrings. My hamstrings. What are you gonna walk a mile? No shit.
No,
you can
you're
finish a
gonna
walk.
jog,
You better be running.
motherfucker.
No, that's what I meant. Okay, well that's by run. That's what I meant.
Well, you're in serious trouble. I am pretty confident I
Yes,
could
I am.
finish a mile.
You know you have to do it now, right?
I'm not gonna run a mile. That's fucking.
You have to. I am so sick of seeing these bodybuilders, and now it's not just the bodybuilders who are still 170 pounds. It's the open people and people like Paul, red hair, always talks about like hormones and such. Paul something. He's a younger dude, but he's large.
Okay.
And now he's like getting into running. He's like training for a. I'm like, dude, can we stop?
It's gonna end. The trend's gonna end. Don't worry.
Can we stop?
It's a trend.
Can we stop? You're not a runner. That's okay. You know, other people are built for different things.
Everyone's running. Everyone's buying the fucking rainbow-colored glasses that go all the way back. Like, bro, you're not a Power Ranger, and your eagerness for running is gonna end. You're fine.
Yeah, dude.
So.
Hell no. Hell no.
They really look like Power Rangers. It's absolutely wild. But
that's the message to end on, man. Stop running.
Stop
running. It's bad for you.
Elliptical. I don't know. Fucking
all right, y'all.
Hybrid rock star people.
Yeah, hybrid rock stars.
That
gay.
Gay.
Gay. Really, I'm just insecure because I can't even run 45
fine.
seconds.
No, yeah. Well, you're at least gonna make it a minute.
Yeah.
Honestly, a mile is not that much. You just need you probably just need to warm up.
Go do it. Go do it. Go do it.
Maybe on a day that is not too hot. On my rest day. There you go. When's my rest day?
It's
Saturday.
too hot.
Saturday.
Okay. And I want a video of the entire thing.
Okay. Actually, the funniest thing is the path, the little route that I used to walk in the mornings. That is exactly a mile. Like literally,
cool.
From out my door back to my door. I will jog it all the way, and it has an uphill, by the way, motherfucker. So.
Okay.
You all can suck my ball sack when I made it.
It should be all but 8 and maybe 9 minutes max.
No, probably
that's
like
all you
12
gotta do.
or 13, something like that.
It better be faster than that, Matias.
It
better be faster than that. You just watched the World Cup, all right? You should have a little bit of motivation.
I just wanted to never end the World Cup. That's so fun to watch. So stressing at the same time, but oh well. All right, brother.
All right, people.
All right, everyone.
Appreciate you for tuning in.
Thank you. Bye-bye.